Melania Trump. Great to see you.
Good
Welcome
morning.
back.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
I guess the first thing is congratulations.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life.
For years, Sunny Hostin sat at the View's table, confidently delivering her opinions as if they were indisputable facts. She built a career on calling others out, branding herself as a moral authority in the world of media. But after this lawsuit, that image has crumbled. ABC executives are furious, their network is bleeding money, and for the first time, Sunny is out of words. The whispers started almost immediately. Was she too much of a liability now? Could ABC afford to stand by her after this disaster? She had always been protected, no matter how many reckless claims she made. But $900 million is too big to ignore. This wasn't a minor PR hiccup. It was a career-ending catastrophe. And Sunny, she's feeling the pressure. The most shocking part? Her silence. No damage control, no interviews, no social media defenses. The woman who never hesitated to double down, who always had something to say, is now nowhere to be found. The network is scrambling, the show's producers are panicking, and behind the scenes, tough decisions are being made. Will they fire her to salvage what's left of The View? Or will they attempt to ride out the storm, knowing full well that keeping her might cost them even more? One thing is clear, Sunny Hostin's credibility is dead. And when you build your brand on tearing others down, what happens when it's your reputation that's in ruins? But this isn't just about one host losing everything. This is about The View, the show that thrived on controversy, on reckless accusations, on smearing public figures for ratings. This was their formula, and for years, it worked. Until now. Because this lawsuit didn't just hit them in the wallet. It hit them where it hurts most, their reputation. Advertisers are pulling out, viewers are turning away, and industry insiders are already saying The View might not survive the year. The show has faced backlash before, but never like this. This time, they're staring down the barrel of financial collapse. Executives are meeting behind closed doors, desperate to figure out their next move. Do they rebrand the show entirely, gutting the panel and trying to rebuild from scratch? Or do they accept the inevitable that The View is beyond saving? The fallout is already brutal. ABC is losing trust, losing money, and losing the one thing that keeps television shows alive: credibility. And as more details of the lawsuit come out, it's only getting worse. But here's where it gets even more interesting. If The View can be taken down for defamation, who's next? Because let's be honest, this isn't just about The View. They aren't the only ones guilty of spreading misinformation, of twisting narratives, of throwing out baseless accusations and calling it opinion. For years, media outlets have built their entire brands on tearing people down, on pushing reckless commentary, on hiding behind free speech while destroying reputations. But now they know there's a price to pay. Lawyers are watching, celebrities are watching, political figures who have been smeared for years are watching. And for the first time in modern media history, the industry is terrified. They built an empire on tearing others down. But now they're the ones being examined. What happens when it's their words that are being picked apart in a courtroom? What happens when the people they spent years defaming fight back? Because make no mistake, this is just the beginning. The media has gotten away with far too much for far too long, but Melania's victory has sent a clear message. Reckless lies come with consequences. And for the first time, the media isn't calling the shots anymore. Let's take a step back. Because this story isn't just about The View. It's not just about Sunny Hostin losing everything. It's not even just about a $900 million lawsuit. This is about power. For years, Melania Trump was underestimated, treated as little more than a background figure in her husband's political career. The media mocked her, dismissed her, and twisted her image into whatever narrative best suited their agenda. They called her cold, as if a woman of her status couldn't possibly possess warmth. They called her a trophy wife, as if she had no identity outside of Donald Trump. They painted her as passive, a reluctant participant in the political world, a woman trapped in a life she didn't want. They wrote her story for her, and for years, She let them. But not anymore. This lawsuit wasn't just about clearing her name. It wasn't just about holding The View accountable. It was about demanding respect. And she got it. Not just from The View, not just from ABC, but from every media outlet that had ever treated her like she didn't matter. This wasn't just a courtroom victory. It was a shift in power, one that sent shockwaves through the media industry. The same industry that had spent years laughing at her suddenly wasn't laughing anymore. Melania Trump didn't just win a lawsuit, she changed the game. And moving forward, media giants will have to think twice before throwing out reckless claims, before smearing public figures for clicks, before assuming they can say anything without facing the consequences. Because now they know they're not untouchable anymore. For the first time in decades, the mainstream media has been forced to look in the mirror. And they don't like what they see. They see an industry built on unchecked power, where personal attacks masquerade as journalism, where lies are protected under the guise of opinion. They see a system that has thrived on tearing people down, on destroying reputations, on shaping the truth to fit their agenda. But they also see something else. They see Melania Trump, a woman they tried to erase, standing victorious. And they know this isn't just a one-time thing. This is a precedent. A message to every other public figure who has been mocked, slandered, and misrepresented. A message that says, you don't have to sit back and take it anymore. The floodgates have opened. And now, anyone who's been wronged by the media is watching. This lawsuit wasn't a fluke. It was a reckoning. A warning shot to every network, every talk show, every media personality who thought accountability would never come knocking. Now, we wait. We wait to see if ABC cuts ties with The View. We wait to see if Sunny Hostin is forced to apologize, to grovel, to beg for the very forgiveness she never extended to others. We wait to see if this case sparks a tidal wave of lawsuits, with other public figures stepping forward to take down the next media giant. But here's what we do know: this is far from over. Melania's victory was just the beginning. The world is watching. The media is scrambling. And the question now isn't just what happens to The View. The question is, who's next? This lawsuit just changed everything. But the real question is this just the start? Will this lead to more lawsuits, more takedowns, more accountability in the media? Or will the networks find a way to spin it, to move on, to keep the cycle going? Let's talk about it in the comments. Do you think The View should be canceled? Should Sunny Hostin be fired? Will the media finally learn from this? Or is this just another chapter in their long history of misinformation? Make sure to like, comment, and share this video to get the word out. And if you want to stay updated on stories like this, hit that subscribe button. Because trust me, this isn't over.